Alright, good afternoon. This video documentation is for Gurinder Mangat, and this is regarding the W211 E-Class headlights, the one side coming back for testing as promised in the RMA terms. Now that being said, as you can see right here, the package is still unopened, exactly as received. Same thing on the side, still unopened as received. So we're going to go ahead and actually unbox this on video just as promised, and we'll go ahead and proceed with the testing as well. So tape at the ends right here. And just real quick while we're starting, I do know some damage on the outer box right here. See a little tear puncture wound right here. Also on the other side, there's a larger one and a couple of other little punctures right there as well. So hopefully everything's okay with these. Again, we will be inspecting them in the course of the testing, but you do see there's a couple punctures here and there, so just wanted to make note of that. That being said, we'll continue unboxing this. And alright, you see you got some packaging materials here, also the RMA, thank you for that. Place these off to the side real quick. And here goes the headlight. Alright, so it does look like it was a little kind of rattly in there, a little unsecured. We'll go ahead and take a look real quick. Looks like kind of road use, just little debris, stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and check the high beam as well. Also looks like smudges, nothing that really can't come off. Moving to the top, we're going to go ahead and check these mounts. Everything looks good. Adjusters look good. Adjusters look good. Moving down this way, no obvious kind of signs of damage to the housing. Everything looks pretty intact. Over here, this does also look to be in good condition, this mounting point. The bottom of the headlight, so far good condition, no real kind of damage, anything like that. Also the bottom mount is intact. I do see the two connectors here are in place, so that is good. And finally, just kind of coming around here to the back, I'm going to pop the cap real quick. And so thank you for including the bulb, and housing is solid too, so no real kind of concerns there. Now that being said, we're going to go ahead and move this box and place your headlight down here. And so before we proceed, just kind of wanted to show you the format of the testing. What we have here is the same exact light that you have. This is actually one that we pulled from our inventory right here. And just to show you that we have a ballast, an igniter, and a bulb that are all known to work, we're going to go ahead and power this up for you right now using the same 12-volt power supply that we will be using to power these headlights. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the 12-volt power supply. And actually, if my cameraman can move around to the side right here, because we've got the bulb right in this location right here. And as you can see, and we've got this mounted externally just to kind of, for the ease of testing and everything like that. But as you can see, the igniter, the ballast, the bulb, they are all in working condition. So that being said, we know this setup is good, and now we're going to be transferring these components over to your headlight, just to also confirm that, the same case, being able to test everything right here with known working components. So go ahead and disconnect the igniter right here, and igniter and bulb are over here. And we will also remove the ballast, which we have just very loosely mounted right there. And we'll be transferring this over. It'll be just a second here while I get this all set up. Okay, looks good. Alright, now we'll go ahead and connect the ballast down here. Very good. And finally, we'll go ahead and take this igniter connector and wire it up with the igniter. So, just a second here. Okay, all set up. And so again, all known good working components, and now we're going to go ahead and test if they light up here on the headlight you have returned. So as you can see, the bulb is lighting up. Obviously all these components are good, and obviously the headlight itself is good as well, because it is transferring the power through the ballast all the way through the headlight internals over to the igniter right here and powering the bulb. So what that means is one of the components on your factory setup are currently not working. So that could be either the ballast, that could be a point that needs to be addressed, or the igniter itself. But one of the two factory components has gone out, because as you can see from the testing right here, the headlight itself is working properly and it's allowing the power to flow as it should. So that will conclude this video documentation right here. I will go ahead and supplement this with additional information on eBay, and we'll kind of get the rest of it set up here so we can get this all resolved. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great rest of your afternoon.